Hey YouTube, what's going on? Got another knife video for you today. We're looking at the Serge Pachenko Production EDC. This is the new version in G10. The original one came out in titanium, and this one is G10. So it sliced me really good too. Like, it's filleted the top of my thumb. Super sharp out of the box. So yeah, let's talk about this knife. Just got it in today, so this isn't a first impressions video, but I like Serge Pachenko designs, always have, right? And he's done a lot of production knives through Boker in the past. This one is sold through his website directly and through dealers. I got this from Knife Joy. Just came in today. Shout out to Knife Joy. And it's made by Real Steel Knives in China. So there's three versions. There's the titanium full tie version, which is already out, which is a chunky monkey. I saw the weight on it and was like, kind of, no thanks for the size. This one is quite a bit lighter because it has G10 instead of titanium, because it's a liner lock, so it has titanium liners, and then the other one has titanium scales. Now, how they made it a frame lock would have been a lot lighter probably, but titanium liners over titanium scales, that's gonna be heavy. This one comes in right just over 4 ounces. So it's a full, I believe, full ounce lighter than the titanium one. Let's see. Yeah, 4.3 ounces. I think the other one's 5.3 or maybe even 5.5, 5.6. So it's definitely a lot lighter, which I figured it would be. Now the specs on Knife Joy, most of the websites are wrong. They have it listed at 5+ ounces, which I think that's detrimental because I think a lot of people will pass on it because of the weight. But when I was like, there's no way it weighs as much as the titanium because it's got G10. So, and I was correct. The other version that's gonna come out, that hasn't come out, is micarta, green micarta. And that'll probably be the one I'd want to keep. But this one will do for now, just to get a good feel of the knife. It is pretty good size, 7.5 inches overall, roughly 3, just over 3-inch cutting edge. You know what, I'm gonna use that little, I've used this before and I liked it. So you're right at, oh, what the heck, I'm in centimeters. There we go. Right to the tip. So yeah, just about 3 inches exactly of cutting edge on this guy. Got a little sharpening control there. Over length is 4.5 inches, like 7.5 inches, like I said. So 4.3 ounces on the weight. The handle length is just a hair over 1/2 inch, so it's a little bit thicker. It's a little bit chunkier of a knife, honestly, for its size. Here it is next to an SNG, and the Kaiser Hiccup that I reviewed today, actually, or it went live today. So it's a little bit bigger than that, a little bit smaller than an SNG, but the cutting edge is pretty similar to what an SNG is. So, and it reminded me a lot of a Strider, just how it's designed and the opening hole, and yeah. So, like I said, always been a fan of Serge. This knife's super smooth, right? Like, boop, drops shut. Is no washers or bearings is the question. I really can't tell. I'll have to look in the specs. I do believe they're bearings, but it's really hard to tell. So I'll have to look up the description. But it is a very smooth action on this guy. So like it drops shut. If that's on washers, that's amazing. Pretty sure it's got to be bearings based on that. But really smooth action on this guy. Like I said, dropped on my thumb. Actually, I think I somehow touched the blade and it just was so sharp it just filleted me. So. But here it is, a shot in the hand. Fits my medium-sized hand really well. I mean, just a really good size. Pocket clip, I believe it's titanium as well. Haven't had a chance to carry it because I just got it, but it is pretty stiff. I could see this being an issue for people because it's pretty stiff, not a lot of give. And yeah, it might be tough to get it out of the pocket. You do have a lanyard hole there, which seems to be pointless because oh, it's because it only goes through the one side, that's why. So you've only got one, there's a lanyard hole, but it's just on this one scale. It doesn't go through to the other side. These scales are not skeletonized at all either, so they're just 2 slabs of titanium. There is a steel lockbar insert, so it is smooth, no lock stick. So, so far I really dig this knife. One thing I did notice right out of the box, there's no jimping right here. That's weird to me. Like, I feel like there should be jimping there. But the handle design is great. It should be really comfortable and ergonomic to use. So, like I said, a little thick, just over 1/2 inch thick. I like my knives to be a 0.5 or skinnier. So we're right there. Like an SNG with this scale is just 4.9, 0.49, sorry. So it's not much thinner. So just a little bit thinner on that one. So yeah, excited to see the micarta version. That'll be cool, green micarta. Nothing wrong with black G10 though, gets the job done. Just not as aesthetically pleasing, I think. And I like the aesthetics of micarta and the feel. But G10's nice, it's grippy. It's not too abrasive, but it's got some good grip. Reminds me of like a Para 2, Para 3 type. Maybe slightly more aggressive. Yeah, about the same as a Para 2 or a Para 3 as far as the G10 is concerned. So as far as the aggressiveness, I know people are gonna ask about that. But yeah, the knife's, I mean, perfectly centered, super smooth action. If it's on washers, I'll be amazed. I'm thinking it's bearings though. Let's see if we can get some light in there and see. Yeah, I really can't tell. So minus the disassembly, or have to look it up, we'll have to figure that out. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this one. 160 bucks is what they cost. Reasonable. N690 blade steel. This is number 22, it looks like. So they are numbered as far as like the G10 versions. This is 22. I know these were at Blade Show, and I picked it up from Knife Joy. I believe they got it at Blade Show. So they may not be as readily available. Last I checked, Knife Joy had some on their website. So if they do, I'll put a link in the description below. But overall, a good size for EDC, hence why it's called the EDC. Like Serge's designs, you can see that design language a lot in this knife, which I've always liked his. So yeah, it's should be a good user. Be fun to check it out. So thanks for watching this overview, and we'll see you on the next time.